Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole war chant is going full throat. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Noles will put total leather to crank us up. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So North Carolina's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Back to throw, it's Snow. Caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Second down coming up. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and
he's going to go for a big one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Trying the left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And the Seminoles are on the move. Keeps the legs moving. Finds his big tight end. Just dismissing tackles. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Touchdown, Florida State. They grab the early lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Smashes ahead. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Works the middle of the field. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Snow. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. On the run, it's John. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Trying play action. Can't get him to the ground. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Feeling some heat. Catch in the middle. It's sharp. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Stevenson. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's touchdown, no! Made the grab and finish the deal in the end zone. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. To throw, it's Snow. Quick completion on the out route.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Trying to beat the D deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. They're trailing by just 4 to Utah State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Cochran. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback. And
fires into traffic, intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the... This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Snow. finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Just drives it between the uprights.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw. Going deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Running through contact. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Scanning the field, it's Snow. He makes the connection. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man, it's John. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making
Touchdown Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an all.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still on his feet. He lofts one down the sideline. What a snag by the defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Shotgun snap on third down. He looks that one in nicely. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Working that left side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They want to throw it. Trying to get... And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Past the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
It is so awesome, Palmer, to see the best athletes on the field with the ball in their hands. The defensive lineman, baby, scooping up the fumble, trying to get it to the house. He might have ran out of gas a little bit of steam loss, and he gets caught. But what a play by the big D line.
Look at the big...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. Bulldozes his way through. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Got it past the marker. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Touchdown, Florida State! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to throw on first down. A shot for the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys